I want to very quickly talk to Milton.
Dr. Reid, you know. I met him in New York once.
If only there were
Perhaps I
more
should
of
have
us.
considered the offer
Less
from that
resignation
Callaghan fellow.
and more determination.
I know I can count on you. I wish I could say the same for the others.
You look exhausted. You're pushing yourself too hard. You don't have to bear the burdens of this hospital alone.
Yeah, I'm just eavesdropping over here. Hey, bro.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reid has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett's, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now.
A vampire.
Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Yeah, I'm so good. Look at me being all awesome. But you are totally exhausted, bro.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No, we must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
Your attitude is irresponsible.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
Okay, so what's the sitch?
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation?
Sit rep.
And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
People are the most important.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reid. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
I didn't say it lacks
What can
anything.
you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Okay.
Tell me
Positives.
more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Oh, what? Sexism in my 1918 game?
Any opinion about the management?
Triggered?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Yeah. The guy's a bit fucking weird too, isn't he? Well, I gained a hint thingy, but then... nothing.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
I have no time for such triviality, my dear colleague. We're here to save lives.
And lives we shall save.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett. Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
No shit. It's kind of what we do here.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
You're bound by despair.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reid. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Oh, so you think rule breaking's okay as long as other rules are being broken?
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reid.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Actually, I could explain a lot of ways to look on the bright side. But yeah, don't be such a dull orb. I have one last chat to have before I leave. Or do I? Yeah, there she is. Brannigan!
To be proud.
I have a hint to use on you.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you mind if I just yell at you for a second?
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
What now? Well, wow, your blood quality's really high. If I get to have more hints and stuff used and mesmerize people, I could eat you!
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
But I'm not gonna. Not unless I really need to. Not unless it is absolutely necessary. Nothing in here. Oh, is this that Cox guy?
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reid. Still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
Yeah.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in the hospital?
Blackmail. That's not my style. Too risky. The black market, though. Now that's where the money is.
I thought you would have some interesting info.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. But as long as I'm treated all right, I'll be fine.
That's a bit harsh.
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
I already like this guy.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reid. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here.
Also,
aren't
it's
you?
London.
What
What'd you expect?
A medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
Yeah, you did almost die. I almost ate you.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favour.
Ah, now we have a hint. You're a monster. You may be right, and survival at all costs. I'm gonna be honest. You're a monster, despite the fact that I kind of like him.
You're a monster, Mr. Cox. An ungrateful and disgusting man.
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reid. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
Oh, you will. You will.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
Can you teach me? Prepare to die soon.
The police may be slow, but they will find you eventually.
Well, how come you didn't turn me in then? Nah, Doc, I figure you have something to hide so you can't ask the coppers for help.
Hint failed. What?
How long?
I know this.
The police may be slow.
Well, how come you...
Yeah, never mind.
I'll leave you.
That's the first hint thing that I've been able to fail. Interesting. Find Dorothy in the... Wait, she's in this area?